రాజ్యాంగ ప్రజాస్వామ్య వ్యవస్థలో కొలీజియంతో సహా ఏ రాజ్యాంగం పరిపూర్ణంలో పరిహితం కాదని సుప్రీంకోర్టు ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి జస్టిస్ డివై చంద్రచూడ్ చెప్పారు. సమస్యలకు పరిష్కార మార్గాలను ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న వ్యవస్థ నుంచే కనిపెట్టాలని తెలిపారు. రాజ్యాంగానికి లోబడి పనిచేయాలన్నారు. సుప్రీంకోర్టు బార్ అసోసియేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో శుక్రవారం జరిగిన రాజ్యాంగ దినోత్సవంలో ఆయన ప్రసంగించారు. రాజ్యాంగాన్ని అమలుపరచు న్యాయమూర్తులను విశ్వసనీయమైన సైనికులుగా అభివర్ణించారు. ప్రజాసేవ పట్ల అంకిత భావం, అనురక్తి ఉన్న వాళ్లు న్యాయ వ్యవస్థలో చేరాలని సిజిఐ సూచించారు. న్యాయవాద వృత్తిలో వలస పాలన కాలం నాటి ఆచారాలను వదిలించుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉందని అభిప్రాయపడ్డారు. లాయర్లకు కఠినంగా అమల్లో ఉన్న డ్రెస్ కోడ్ ను పునఃపరిశీలించాలన్నారు. మన జీవన విధానం, మన వాతావరణానికి తగ్గట్టుగా డ్రెస్ కోడ్ ఉండాలని సూచించారు.
But then in our court there is a dialogue over the unfolding of the Constitution which takes place every day between the lawyers and the judges. That, to my mind, for us in this community of judges and lawyers, and we have also allowed the law minister entry into this community, very closely guarded community. This dialogue about the Constitution between judges and lawyers every day, this defines how the essential values of the Constitution unfold in the lives of our citizens. And those values are the values of dignity, equal respect for citizens, our sense of fraternity towards each other, and above all, liberty and equality. Every day in the court, seemingly small issues pertaining to our citizens, whether it is someone's quest for pension, someone's quest for bail, someone's quest for a job which has been lost or which has to be secured, someone's quest for admission to a medical college. All these seemingly small issues actually unfold the working of the Constitution. Many other Supreme Courts across the world would be somewhat surprised at the kind and diversity of the issues which our Supreme Court deals with. A very distinguished judge of a foreign Supreme Court who came to visit our court once told me that I was in the court when there was a dispute over a telephone bill. He said, well, our courts will never consider raising an issue pertaining to a telephone bill in the highest court of the land. Well, there may be two questions as to whether the Supreme Court of India should be resolving telephone bills in the Supreme Court, and it's quite a debatable question. But the most important thing which we need to realize is that our courts have a different place in our society. And the Constitution has so configured our courts so that we form a part of the daily lives of our citizens. And therefore, if you see the way our judges in the Supreme Court, in the High Courts approach the work which they are called upon to do, no case is too small for our judges, and I dare say no case is too large, because ultimately you apply legal principles to every case, however small, however large, but it is in the equal application of the same legal principle to every citizen of India that we generate a sense of confidence that those who do not have voices are heard in our courts. Those whose faces would not find expression outside may be heard and seen in our courts. So it is in these interfaces between our bar and bench, in our daily lives, in the course of our working, that we unfold the true and intrinsic worth and merit of our Constitution. 26 November 1949 was a very significant day because that's the day on which the Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution. The drafting of the Constitution was a historical event encapsulating the rights, the liberties of our citizens and the dreams and aspirations of our citizens. But above all, our Constitution is an exercise in nation building. And that process of nation building is a constantly evolving task.